Hey, what's up everybody? Today I want to show you how to build the ultimate potion dispensary in Minecraft. This is a pretty simple build. You only need a few items. For this build, I chose dark oak. For my design, I wanted all the dark oak ends to be facing out, so I'm actually doing this a bit more complicated than you have to. You can use any building block instead of that dark oak. The main area is 5x7, and then there's going to be a ring around it, so the actual full build for this mechanism is 6x9. The first thing that you're going to want to do is put that hopper into the side of the potion brew stand. That's going to be filled up with water bottles so that your potion brewer stand always has water. You're going to want to put a shulker on top of that hopper, but make sure that it opens out, because there's going to be a block on top of that, so it won't open upward. So next we're going to just put blocks down all around the base. And again, I'm putting 2 layers so that I can make the ends face out. You don't need to do that. So after I've destroyed all the blocks, that's where they belong. And there's a block on top of the brew stand, and that can go away. That's a mistake. There's going to be a hopper on top of the brew stand going straight into it. Shift and click. There's going to be a block on top of that hopper. And now we're going to start to place our droppers and filler blocks. Every dropper faces outward from the interior of that little circle. And there's kind of a checkerboard pattern of these droppers. In between and on top of each dropper, you can put your building block. And they're going to be 3 layers high of the droppers, making the total build be 4 layers high. So here I go all the way around, and I continue that. There aren't enough droppers in the build for the entire circle to be filled. So on one side, I left 2 areas short, which you'll see in a second here. And I'll reiterate just for a third time that you can use any building blocks instead of these dark oak. I did this for style, so it made it a lot more complicated for me to build to make sure that the end of the grains faced outward. And then here I realized that I didn't need that dropper all the way there. So you can see there are 2 columns without any droppers on the end. And that's a space that you can use for chests or whatever you want later. So now here I already had a shulker filled with water bottles, so I swapped it out. And the water bottles are filling into the hopper and the brew stand. Next to it, I dig a hole, drop a water bucket in there so I have a water source to fill up new water bottles. And then below each dropper, I put an item frame. The one above the shulker, I actually put the item frame above. And then there's a button that goes on each dropper. You can use any button you like. I chose Polish Blackstone button for this build. And now we take all of our ingredients. So each dropper holds a different ingredient. I chose the after effect ones, the ones that either turn it into a stronger potion or a longer lasting potion or a splash potion. I put those at the very end because they're usually the ones that you add last. And then you can choose any layout you want. I put the ones that I'd use more often towards the middle, and the ones I use more seldom a little bit further away. And you just put one item in the item frame, and then in the dropper above it, you fill up as much as you can. place some blaze powder in the brewing stand. Make sure you have enough so that it continues to run without problem. The last thing that you need to do is apply your hoppers. So you have a hopper going into the hopper that is on top of the brew stand. And then there's going to be a line from that hopper, the lowest hopper, wrapped all the way around each side. Then you hop on top of that ring of hoppers and you stack them on top to make sure that each dropper feeds into a hopper and every hopper feeds back into the top of the main brewing stand. Here's the dispensary in action. All you have to do is press the button of each ingredient that you want in the order that you need them to go. Once you've hit the buttons in the correct order, you just walk away and rest assured that your potion will brew correctly. When you come back and take your potions, the brewing stand will automatically refill with new water bottles and you can brew a new potion. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. If you did, please consider subscribing to my channel. I'll be doing a part 2 to this video for a building that goes around this dispensary. Thanks again. Take care.